Hey everybody, it is May 6th. It is what time? 1:56 a.m. here on the boat. So that's just 12:56 a.m. in Baton Rouge and 1:56 there Eastern time, just like us. So maybe I can quit doing both time zones every night. Sailing along, I wouldn't scoff at another couple knots of wind, but we're moving along all right. We've got just 353 miles to go. We started at 2,000 miles, so we're really getting there. Should arrive at some island in the Western Hemisphere this week. Won't that be fun? Yeah, today we set up the TV outside and wanted to watch LSU baseball. Try to sweep the number one team in the country. That didn't work out so well, but we got the TV out there. I started to take a picture of it, but I took video so you can get an idea of how much the boat is rolling with the waves. Give you some sense of, if you look at the white line across the transom and the horizon, you get some sort of sense for how much we're rolling around. We don't really even notice, to be honest. Definitely going to do some videos this summer to show you all the sail rigging. We'll be doing those in the day, so it'll be after we do landfall. Also, somebody asked for like a tour of the cabins and bathrooms inside. We'll do that. It's not filthy here, but it's not the best. So once we get in, get it all straight. We've been trying to get the kids to do those because they were kind of enthusiastic to do it by FaceTime to friends, and we just didn't have a recording of it, but we'll get that out to you one way or the other. Tonight I'm going to show you a couple more of the screens that we use to sail that are kind of fun, give you some sense of the technologies and electronics that are out there now. So let's go take a look. All right, we're back at the chart table. This is just the nothing to see here chart that we've been looking at for a couple weeks here. If we zoom out far enough, we can see land. We're probably following along on our tracker, but give you a sense of scale. Oh, we look so close when we're at this zoom level. Love it. Let's look at some more interesting screens. Start with the radar. I like this at night. All these little dots, it's trying to find things out there that we might run into. And the sensitivity's up a little high right now for the wave level, so it's finding waves out there. I can adjust that sensitivity. And so these things that blip on and blip off like that, it won't think are actual vessels. So I'll do that after we hang up here. Then we can set alarms so that when they pop up in there, it kind of lets us know. And that's all good. Here's a screen I like because it has so much information at one shot. This is the sail steer screen for B&G. And a lot of our information, the way we're pointed right now, is all jammed together up here at the top, but let's talk about it anyway. So the circle, we've got our compass rose, and this is the direction that we're heading, 276. So 270 is due west, and you can see north is over here to my right, so that's cool. The yellow dot that you can barely see under there is where we're headed. So we put in on the chart where our destination is, and that's how it can calculate this distance to the destination. And that yellow dot is the direction of the destination, so that's cool when it lines up with where we are. If you followed our tracks, that hadn't always been the case. These little green and red shaded areas are inside the dotted lines are where we told it we don't want to go. So we're going downwind, but directly downwind. We've talked about the boat doesn't sail nearly as fast as if we fall off the wind a little bit, so we've told it keep it out there. I've got autopilot set over here. That W mode says hold a particular angle to the wind, and we got that angle at 153. That change in numbers where we actually are, but we're telling autopilot try to keep us at 153 degrees. So, 180 degrees would be right behind us. We want it off to the right by 27 more degrees. The orange arrow and the 1.31 here is telling us what it thinks the current is. We've had like about a 1.2 knot current the whole trip, so I think maybe our paddle wheel is maybe not quite calibrated just right. I can't imagine we've had current with us this entire way. But that's something we can check when we get home. But it thinks we've got a 1.3 knot boost from the current. This waving thing is our actual, what the GPS sees, the direction we're moving according to the GPS. So the back and forth is just because waves rolling us a little bit this way and a little bit that way as we go up and down. They're not directly behind us, so we kind of roll around a little bit, and that's what's causing that. Down here is a number I like, and I put it on our outside instruments too. That's the rudder angle, so we can know what the autopilot, how it has it steered at any given time. And here's where our true wind, our wind is actually coming from. This is the apparent wind, so this is what we feel. If it's not directly in front of us or directly behind us, those diverge a little bit. The apparent wind moves forward of the true wind because the motion of your boat makes the wind feel like it's coming from more in front of you. But it's good to know where the true wind is. And the electronics are doing the math. You know, it can only measure the apparent wind. You know, what it sees at the masthead is the wind direction. And then it looks at our boat speed and direction and does the trigonometry to come up with the true wind. So that's it for these screens tonight. We'll do some more another night. Talk to you later.